Canelo on the radar, possibly.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's only power. That's all it is. Power I can withstand. Speed, like Pacquiao, is a whole different story. Power, I have a good chin. Yeah.
Dela Hoya attacking to the body. Right, left. Right,
but the body punching that Oscar's doing.
Absolutely.
You just can't have power as the fight go on being hit like this constantly.
Body, and then the left jab right in the face. Mosley comes back and busts Oscar with the right hand. Oscar steps through it again. Keeps coming.
One thing I would say is that Oscar De La Hoya should throw his jab more. But I'm sure he's reluctant to throw the jab because of the quick right-hand counters of Floyd Mayweather. He's so quick and slinky with his right hand. Every time De La Hoya gets Mayweather near the ropes, you can feel the urgency as Oscar tries to suddenly take advantage of the opportunity.
But Mayorga did bounce back. Big shots here by De La Hoya. Mayorga should be tying him up, but he instead goes for broke. Mayorga lands a right to the body and takes a left hook to the head. Two jabs by Mayorga. He was a little bit lazy. Then a good right uppercut by Mayorga, and that hurt De La Hoya.
Yes, it did. And De La Hoya nodded his head. He was rocked back. De La Hoya's in some trouble here.
Good right hand again by Mayorga, and he gets a little bit of a rebirth here. Good right uppercut by Mayorga. And De La Hoya knows he's in a fight now. Nice round.
Coming into this building, man, reflecting back on your fight with Dela, did you ever knew that you were going to be this great promoter and you were going to be a trainer? What was there ever a thought, you know?
I never knew, but, you know, people, men, we grow up, you know, and then we don't think like we did before. So that's where we're at.
Once you get it and you work with it, believe me, you're going to find out ain't nobody going to be hitting you at all.
And how long did it take Oscar to learn that shoulder roll? You was teaching him that shoulder roll.
He still learned it. It protected him sometimes, but he could never punch off of it. I want him to learn how to punch off of it. Everybody can't punch off the shoulder roll.
Dela Hoya shows you what he can do in the middle of the ring. Vargas shows you what he can do against the ropes.
We beat this motherfucker so easy, man. We knocked this son of a bitch out, man.
De La Hoya said, all of the punches missed me. That one didn't hit him. They hit him on the shoulder. These were not clean punches, but they made an impression.
Look at
Later in the round, those two left hands made an impression on De La Hoya.
They both appear to be trim and ready and quick. Watch those quick hands of Starling that are so highly advertised. Starling covered up very well with that latest exchange, and there really hasn't been a telling blow landed, has there?
Nothing really solid yet, no.
Those fast hands of Starling are supposed to tell the difference, and you can see it when they get in close. He can pop you in a hurry.
Marvin Starling is a good workman on the inside. He knows how to punch on the inside. He knows how to cover up. That should be to his advantage being there.
Mayweather no slouch with his combination either. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Standing 8 count is in effect.
I like to make note that Floyd Mayweather is big and strong left hook to the side of Marlon Starling. Some have reached in, some have banged the elbow, but even if they're hitting the elbow, it's effective.
These two are in a standoff over there in the corner. They're using 8-ounce gloves. Starling got the better of it as they broke apart. But still, nobody has been really stunned by a punch.
Good move. A good move, Jack.
When he spun him around?
Yes.
He missed again. Mayweather missed again with that right hand.
Well, Floyd is starting to show his experience. He's laying in the corner, letting Marlon throw punches, then he spins them. Then he goes back to the corner, let it go some more.
He doesn't waste himself, does he?
No, he doesn't.
And every once in a while, he comes out of that clinch and tries to land that right cross. With a little different combination. We're coming to the end of the second round. And not much to choose from at this point.
That was a good short right hand by Marlon Starling.
It was a good one, huh?
Chopped it over there. That was a good, strong right hand.
I'm sure he didn't hurt him too much, though.
He stunned him for a moment. He can hurt Floyd Mayweather.
Pretty good pair of punches by Starling. Mayweather making a lot of noise when he throws the punches. He really hasn't landed a very good blow yet, has he?
No, but attribute that to Marlon Starling's defense. He's got a tremendous defense.
Some people say about Starling, if he doesn't want you to hit him, you won't hit him.
Oh, that could be very true. Even though they're both known for the defense, you can notice the difference in their styles. Marlon keeps his hands up around his ears, much like earmuffs, and keeps his elbows close, where Floyd tries to crossover type of defense.
Coming to the end of the third round, we'll stay here between rounds. And we'll go to the corner of Floyd Mayweather to see what they think about his tactics thus far in the fight.
Let's take a look at our AOL online poll results. It was 75% in favor of De La Hoya earlier. Now it is closed up. 55% of those voting online believe that De La Hoya will win. 45% back Vargas. The line in Vegas was 12-5 for De La Hoya, 12-5. In a poll of 21 sports writers taken by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, 20 of the 21 picked De La Hoya, but you believe it's going to be a closer fight than those results would indicate.
I think the people that voted online are smarter than these supposed boxing writers here. When you look at all of the guys that voted, particularly when you throw out Michael Katz's vote, which doesn't count when it comes to Oscar, I mean, everyone picked Oscar to win among the sports writers. I think 65 and 45 and those type figures are more realistic.
What's your pick?
It's two picks. When you look at logic and you look at all of the technical things, it's Oscar. Then you look at emotions and other factors and the fact that they are underestimating, I think, Vargas' ring generalship. I see Vargas. The general feeling among most of the people here, I'm beginning to find that's moving towards Vargas. So I'm really kind of up in there. My little gut feeling keeps saying Vargas, which doesn't make sense when I know that Oscar's a better fighter.
So that becomes the pick then. Vargas becomes your pick. I got to hold you to something.
Okay, if you want to.
All right.
Mexicans view Oscar as a true Mexican.
Yeah. He's going to start talking about the styles now. He's a Mexican fighter, a black fighter.
His era, there was a lot of talk about them feeling that he was almost not a traitor, but because he was so American that he wouldn't really represent the Mexican.
he's a golden boy. You know what I mean? He's a golden boy, and he has his image to uphold. So the golden boy, the old lone gold medalist from the 92 class, squeaky clean guy, good looking vato that, has a lot of charisma and
so
sing,
they still take him as their own.
Well, I think what he's asking you is would he eat the pig out of an asshole?
I think you eat the pig out of an asshole. Asshole out of a pig. at least I know. I'm pretty sure he would. I know he likes carnitas. I'm sure he's had carnita tacos. So I'm sure he has.
Just where your animosity originally came with.
I remember the story. I went to go train with Oscar because my F Big G, and Robert were signed with Top Rank at the time, and so Roscoe was Top Rank, and so they said, "You want to go up to go spar? Maybe we could spar Oscar." I said, "Absolutely." I mean, there's an opportunity for me to spar with the Olympic gold medalist. I'm myself qualifying to be an Olympian, 96 Olympic team. I'm almost there, number one in the United States at the time. Absolutely, you can't. I'd have to pay for him to gain that type of experience. So I go and I work out, with Oscar and I spar, and I'm not gonna say that I beat his ass, but he's not gonna say that he beat my ass either. Because understand, I was number one in the United States. I'm boxing, I'm moving. You don't become number one in the United States by being a brawler. Yeah. Box and punch. So worked out. We're cool. So one day, the next morning or whatever it was, a few days, because I was there for a few months, me, Robert, we're gonna go run. And my FF Big G took us, right, to go run. And so we go to this trail where I never ran it before, so this is all new to me. Oscar shows up. We start running. Robert's in front of him. I'm behind him. And Oscar's like a little bit way back. He didn't run with us. He's still stretching. Or maybe he didn't want to run with us. I don't know. I start running. I'm following Robert. And boom, I fall. I eat shit. I have mud. Snow all in my face, all in my mouth. And Oscar runs by and he just laughs, like smirks, like, and he keeps going. So since that day, I said, one day, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker's ass. So that's where I started talking, shit like when you're a kid, you talk smack.
Is that all you have? Is that all you have? Is that all you have? Hey, he couldn't even wrinkle my tie. He couldn't even wrinkle my tie.
I was number one in the nation, so, I had a platform. I was like, people would ask me and compare me to Oscar. I would say, nah, man, don't compare me to that fool. So, people don't know what our beef was, but I sat with Oscar after our fight because I wanted the rematch. And I said, Oscar, look, you're not going to make no money fighting Shane. You're not going to make no money fighting anybody else but me. Whether you like me, whether I like you, I don't like you, you don't like me. One thing is we do is not make money together. We make millions.
May 4th, we're going to get down. And, I hope I'm not chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing. Because you know what? Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? We want to see a fight, right?
So give me an opportunity because, you were the better man that night. You beat me. Congratulations. But I was in your ass.
Raza wants to see a fight, right? We don't want to see. I'll run. I'm gonna run. Oh well, this is the way I fight. I know he has that glass jaw, so I know where to hit him. Okay? I know where to hit him. Believe me. Why is he crying?
But I want an opportunity to get a rematch. And he said, I will give you an opportunity. I will give you a rematch. And then he said, can I ask you a question? And then I said, yeah. And then he said, why do you hate me so much? And I said, really? What? Are you fucking serious?
Why are you crying for? Why are you crying? Why are your eyes watering? Why are you crying for? Why are you crying for? I got something in my eye. Why are you crying? Damn, look, he's crying!
And we're by ourselves in our restaurant where everything, they close it down just for us. They're like two mob bosses. I said, are you fucking serious?
When Mayweather said he didn't know the difference between one Mexican and the other one, let me just tell you like this, how you can tell the difference. This one has fucking balls.
It certainly added flavor to the intense hatred that these guys.
You're not fighting body. I know where. I know where.
You're gonna tell me you don't remember? He goes, what are you talking about? You're gonna take off my glasses. You're gonna look me in the eye and tell me, motherfucker, that you don't remember that I was running. Me and Robert, I was running through the snow. I was following them, and I ate shit, and I had snow all in my mouth, all in mud all in my face, and you run by and laugh like that.
You're gonna beat your ass now, man.
I want to beat your ass.
I'm just. When you say I ate shit, what do you mean by
That means
that?
fall. You fall and shit
When
in
you
your face.
fall,
Sloppy fall.
you fall and you eat shit. That means you like mud
fell
on your
hard.
face. You eat it bad.
Well, what if the guy was just running by you like, oh man, you busted your ass. Oh, you were like.
Okay,
That's
but guess
what happened. Remember, Oscar replied like
yeah,
that.
but
like
guess
that.
what? But I was a kid, right? I was a kid.
He should have said, "You're
So
all right,
like
man."
you know,
yo, you good?
You're older than me.
Yeah.
I put myself in this position too.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, well, maybe I would have done the same shit, right? But I said to myself, nah, but I would have picked the
I'd
kid
be
up.
like, "Yeah, you all right?
Because you're right.
You
young
could have
kid.
laughed, but you're all right."
Since then, I said, I'm going to beat the motherfucker's ass one day. I remember being so mad. So that's how that went down.
So what do you remember about the fight? I mean, you started off strong. Anything you changed in that fight, or how would you?
You know, the thing is, the only thing that I would change is not drop my hand at the end of the 10th round. Because when the bell rang, I was stupid. I dropped my right hand, and he was already coming in motion with the left hook.
Yeah, got hit.
And he caught me, and it was my fault because you protect yourself at all time. So that was the only thing that if I could change, I think I would have won that fight because there's no way they could say that he was beating me on points because I was definitely putting effective pressure from round to round and putting, just taking the fight to him.
Yeah, you fought. So you would say you fought a lot of great fighters. Obviously,
Yeah,
you
I
fought
think he's
him.
the
You
best
fought
technical
Trinidad.
fighter, the best. Like if you threw a jab downstairs and you didn't put your right hand in front of you to block the right hand that's a counter, he was gonna make you pay. Wow. And he's that good, and he's, to me, the.
Give another round like this? Okay, baby. You're looking good. Want that jab popping? Get on the rope. Run them.
Here is the highlight punch of the fight so far. A left hook following a combination to the body.
People say, do you take that back? Do you wish that you couldn't have done in your career a little differently? I said, that's what champions do, man. I beat 5 world champions. Yuri Boy Campos, Raul Marquez, Winky Wright, Ike Ortega, Javier Casejo. And the 4 that beat me never walked away saying it was easy. So